This is Manila. This is Philippines, home to over 7,600 islands with more than 170 languages and dialects.
Today we have a very special episode. Check out the t-shirt. That's going to give you a hint on what today's episode is all about.
So just a little bit of background about myself. I was born in the Philippines, in Visayas region, so I speak fluent Bisaya and Tagalog and a little bit of Waray, since the region or the island that I'm from speaks Waray. So yeah, so I'm excited to show you the Filipino community here in New York City, where I've lived for the last 10 years.
Alright, so it's our first stop of the day. We're going to a place that's only been open for about a month and a half, and it has something that I haven't seen in New York City until now.
It's Kape Torta, which literally translates in English, coffee and cake.
Yes, let's do it. I need some coffee in my life right now.
We haven't had breakfast yet. Let's go.
Filipino coffee, native to the Philippines.
From Philippines in Batangas.
So the special thing we were talking about outside that you can't normally find in New York is Kape Barako. But I actually tried Kape Barako last year. We were in Davao City, Philippines, and I love the coffee. So we'll take a sip of it.
We haven't had breakfast yet. We're having torta for breakfast. And we're having cheese ensaymada, which is really good. Traditionally, torta ensaymada is just a merienda. It's very moist. Oh, it reminds me back home.
It's so soft and pillowy already, wow. So this ensaymada is like a really awesome blend of sweet and savory. Like you take a few bites, and once you get to the filling, you really taste that cheddar cheese coming out. And it's a very moist and pillowy. It's a slightly sweet. It's buttery too, very buttery. This is a really nice breakfast pastry or merienda. So let's try a bite of this torta cebuana.
Torta is like a little cake.
It's got the texture of like a classic sponge cake, but you really have a nice anise flavor in there. That anise flavor jumps out right away. You get a little bit of the sugar grains on top, a little crunchy. It's really nice, not too sweet. I love that anise flavor though. It's really what makes it special.
You haven't tried that in the Philippines, no?
No.
Sorry. But we've had many and plenty pandesal.
Got the time to show my love and what it's all about. Fading up, fading down below the laser guns.
Now we're here for our second stop of the day called Saraling Atin.
Which is a turo-turo. This side of the world it's called turo-turo, but normally in Philippines it's like carinderia. In here it's like in a restaurant-esque. Back home it's outside of a house.
Yeah, it's like a steam table atmosphere here, and Saraling Atin means
Our own.
it's one of our favorite spots. Let's see what they have today.
Yep.
Let's go.
Isang Bicol Express, isang munggo, isang bopis. Mumba is calling my name.
We got here. What's cool about this spot is that you can choose a bunch of different dishes with rice. So we got 4 dishes, all different types.
We actually wanted just to get 3 because it's combo. It's per combo. Combo 1, 2, or 3. But Kuya wanted us to try the goat adobo or goat adobo kambing.
We have 4 very different dishes here. So right here, the adobo kambing. That's goat adobo. We have the bopis. That's all the chopped up good stuff.
Innards. There's liver. There's stomach lining and lungs.
Lungs, hearts, livers, all the innards, all the good stuff. You love innards, this is your dish. What do you got?
Mongos. Or mongo.
There's stewed mung beans. There's apalaya, bitter melon.
Tomates, which is tomato.
And then we have chicharron in there too. And what may be the best dish of all here is the Bicol Express. That's the pork belly with the coconut milk and the shrimp paste. Haven't had it in a while, I'm really excited.
Let's eat.
Let's try this go first. Oh, it's so soft. Oh, it's so tender. That goat's just falling apart. It's got pieces on the bone too, and it's a little peppery, but it doesn't have too much gamey flavor, but you still taste the goat, but not gamey at all. So good.
Go piece of my life.
I like all the textures you get from the innards. You get a little crunchy, you get the irony, liver flavor too, you get the hearts, all that good stuff. So the textures of flavors, this is sitting in this sauce. Very light sauce. Kind of lets the innards speak for themselves. Got some chopped up veggies in here too.
To balance it up.
And the Bicol Express has been one of our favorites from here for a while. So they give you here big chunks of pork belly. It's just sitting in this creamy coconut milk shrimp paste sauce. I just love that combo of the creamy coconut milk and the shrimp paste, and it's also spicy. That's a key part of the Bicol Express, is spicy. There's chili flakes in here. What makes it really nice too is that it's been sitting in that steam table, just stewing in there. It's just making it super tender and just stewing in all those flavors. So you have funk, you have creamy, you have spicy, the flavor explosion of all three. Excellent. Then last but not least, we gotta have some veggies in here, right? We have to have a balanced meal. We need some vegetables. You know, Doc is telling us we need more vegetables. Because when you go to a Filipino place, the vegetables are gonna come with some pork too. Very soft. So it's these stewed mung beans. So all these other vegetables here. You got the apalaya, the bitter melon. Let's just get a bite. Let's get a scoop at all of that in there. Yeah, you really taste the ampalaya. It's got that little bitter kick. The mung beans are really soft. It's a bit saucy from here, and then you have that bits of tomato for a little sweetness, and then you have the earthy greens in there too. It's an excellent dish. Now it's cool, this spot, it's been here for several years, so it was only, for a while, it was just a back seating area in the back of a grocery store with a steam table, but now they've actually made that one spot just for the food, and they've expanded to a next door location with a huge seating area. It's actually our first time eating here in the new seating area. So congrats to Silent Happy. That means they're doing well if we have a second expansion here. This is great. Silent Happy was an awesome spot. It's right by Queens Center Mall and Queens Place Mall, two big shopping centers. Matter of fact, Queens Center Mall is the most profitable mall by square footage in America. Crazy fact, right? So that's a great spot for some quick bites. But now we've headed to the other side. We've headed down Queens Boulevard to Woodside. Not in Little Manila yet, actually. We're getting there. But it's actually a good way to talk about how the Philippines has 3 different regions, for those who don't know.
Which is Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao. Luzon is where Tagalog is mostly spoken, while Visayas and Mindanao, it's more of Visaya. Or some people call it Cebuano, but I prefer to say Visaya.
And it actually serves a perfect segue because our next spot is actually owned by a Mindanao native. So yeah, this next spot is owned by a Mindanao native. It's called Tito Rad. It's actually our favorite Filipino restaurant as a whole, we'll say.
My favorite restaurant is my mom's kitchen,
Oh, your
where
mom's
my
kitchen's
brothers cook.
Oh,
and
your
my
family's
mom
kitchen's
cooked.
amazing. Yeah. But that's not a restaurant. Say goodbye. This is freshly fried chicharron bulaklak. Bulaklak is the pork intestine. It's also called ruffle fat.
Chicharon bulaklak is just the fancy word for ginabot in Bisaya.
So I'm gonna dip it in the spicy vinegar. Get those good chili flakes.
One thing that's missing with this chicharon bulaklak is beer.
That's how you have intestines. Deep fried, vinegar. Just like Jumi said, just need some beer. A little Red Horse would be awesome with this right now, but this will do quite nicely.
And then here we have ukoy.
This thing is massive. Look. Can you see me?
It's vegetarian friendly. Shrimp, bean sprouts, carrots, deep fried.
Have some by itself first. So crispy. That batter is excellent. I dip it in the suka. It's just so light and airy and crisp. You can really taste the bean sprouts, the earthiness of the carrots, and then that clean shrimp flavor. I could just eat this all day long. It's just so good. It's one of the specialties here at Tito Rad's. The menu here is huge. It's so hard to choose and narrow it down because we're eating so much today. But this was a must. Oh, it's always so good.
Third and final dish here in Tito Rad's. It's panga. Tuna panga.
So what's crazy, this tuna jaw here, this panga, is a small. Can you believe it? This is a small. We've ordered the large before. That thing is massive. It takes up almost the whole table. But it's kind of like when we were in Davao City. We went to a great spot where they had lots of tuna.
We're at Luz Kinilaw and Inihaw Place. Tuna Kinilaw. Squid, grilled squid. Kinilaw na lato or seaweed. Ubol or a tendon jaw. Tuna tendon. And this is the panga. Tuna panga or jaw. It's huge.
So this brings us back to there. They had the jaw because the tuna is very popular in Mindanao. A lot of it comes from Gensan. So let's take a bite of it by itself. It's got a nice crisp on the outside. It looks very tender meat. Oh. That tuna jaw is just buttery soft. It's got that great grill flavor on the outside with just a slight bit of crisp to contrast that soft. It's got a slight, pleasantly fishy flavor, a little oiliness to it. Delicious, even by itself.
Alright, so we're at Jollibee.
Yep.
We're not gonna eat here.
So significant about this Jollibee is the first Jollibee on the East Coast.
That's
and
right.
Since then, they've opened up one near Times Square, and I bet you there'll be a whole bunch more that open up around the East Coast. Jollibee's gonna take over. We just gotta face it.
Yep. It's delicious.
Could be.
So we've come to the so-called Little Manila. As a Filipino, I refuse to call this place Little Manila because this is not, Philippines is not just Manila. Rant.
Rant over. But now, back to the good stuff. So we can't do a Filipino food video without this classic street food. Take a guess what that is. Give you a few seconds.
Meron ako, nag-iisa lang yung balot ko yun. Malaki susod.
Oh my gosh. Oh. Ano malaking sisiw?
Balot
Like,
ko nag-iisa.
Next spot, Renee's. This is an OG in the neighborhood. This is here since 1992. They specialize in food from Pampanga, which is supposed to be the culinary capital of the Philippines. And one of the most signature dishes of Pampanga is sisig, sizzling sisig. So the beauty of this one is that they have the way it's supposed to be served, and all the chopped up pig face. So you have the snout, the jowl, the ears, all the good stuff. You know, a lot of restaurants here, they do the pork belly and chicharron to simulate the crunch. We got with the egg yolk on top, chopped up with onions, scallion, jalapeno. We squeeze some lime on top. Oof. Of course, here with the red horse. So let's try some of the sisig. Try to get everything in there. Try to get the little jalapeno. Everything. All right. Oh, it's great. It has, you really get that intense porky flavor. You get the slight cartilagey bits from the face. You have the spicy from the jalapeno in there. Well, you get spicy from the chili. The green chili gives it a nice kick. You get the lime squeeze on top, gives it that sour tang. You got some more crunch from the onions. Then you have the egg in there too, that creamy egg that's been cooked now. Oh, there's a reason why this is like a gateway dish. This is like a classic signature Filipino dish. Definitely one of the first ones I fell in love with after I fell in love with Yumi. Alright, now it's time to eat some of this kare. So, first, I have some of this oxtail. It's just falling off the bone. I love oxtail in all forms, Jamaican, Cuban, anyway, but it's the only one I know is oxtail in a peanut sauce. So there it is, dangling off the bone. Oh. The oxtail is just melty, and you taste that peanut butter flavor, but it doesn't overwhelm it. Oh, look at that tender piece of oxtail. I'm gonna take some of this tripe, dip it in the bagoong, the shrimp paste.
The next day was not fun at all. We were afraid that she was going to be our stuff because there's no pouring.
That bagoong is intense. It has that fishy kick, salty, adds a funk to it. Let's get a bite with the veggie, tripe, and a little bit of oxtail all together. Here, you gotta get that bagoong, you gotta put it in there, mix it in. So then, first you taste the peanut sauce, mixed in with that chewy tripe, and then the bagoong kicks you at the back end. You taste it at the end, that little salty, funky kick at the end, and then the crunchy veggies. This is a great dish. You have veggies, you have meat, and you have the shrimp paste in there. Kare kare is definitely another one of the best Filipino dishes out there. Last but not least, you got tinapa.
Your favorite.
Yes, I love it. I tried it here for the first time. It's smoked milkfish. You can smell the smoke. It smells like bacon. Like this could be a perfect pescatarian substitute for bacon because it's just, oh, I love that smell. What I've been waiting for right here. Oh, first time I ever had it was in this restaurant.
No, we didn't. This is what happens.
So let's hear that crunch.
The girls are like,
Let's hear that
dress
again.
rehearsal is in 30 minutes. We were
I really like fish bacon right here. Like, it's so smoky. It's so crispy. Smells incredible. Tastes incredible. This is a sleeper right here. I think this quickly became one of my favorite dishes. This really could be a perfect pescatarian substitute for bacon if you want it. Man, this is
we wouldn't have time to do it afterwards.
seriously good.
This Filipino food crawl is never complete without dessert. And if you can guess it, I hope you can guess it. And if not, here it is.
Yes. All right.
That's not the dessert. This is it.
Well, maybe I am, right? I don't know. So we got the halo halo. So you've seen us eat some awesome halo halo in our frozen dessert video. Check it up here. We got a car right there. I'm a spot right down the street. But we're here at Crystal's. It's an OG in this neighborhood also. So it's only fitting we went from the OG Renee's to another OG on the corner, Crystal's Cafe. We got it here all mixed up. A big reason why they're so off the chain is their leche flan is just so good. It's so creamy, not too sweet. Oh, we love their leche flan even on its own. Then they got in here the mango ice cream. They got plenty of ube on the side. They got the coconut gel, the sweetened beans, and all that good stuff in here. And we got it all mixed up. Halo halo means mix mix. So let's do it.
If you've made it this far in watching our videos, Thank you so kindly for watching. Salamat kayo sa pagtanaw ha. Sana na-enjoy nyo ang aming video. Palihog, paki, please subscribe to our channel. Palihog, paki, please like our videos if you enjoy it. If you don't, well, watch it and then share and then like it. So we hope you enjoyed this video of ours. Thank you so much for watching. Salamat kayo.
Before we forget, please smash that like button, subscribe, hit the bell. You want to be the first comment, right? Yes, you do.
Thanks for watching. See you soon. See ya. So, we already have our parole, and some Filipino restaurants already have their Christmas tree up.
Yeah, September. Summer is still going on, folks, but I love it. It's festive. It's what, 4 months celebrating?
Yes.
It's amazing to have something to celebrate 4 months.
Filipinos are known to be the longest celebrants of Christmas.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think I just read that the other day, actually, too. So
It's different when it's back home. I feel like I'm in the Philippines right now, outside Sari Sari store, and just tambay outside. The only things missing is karaoke machine, beer, and balot. Kuya balot or ate balot yelling balot. And my friends.